The next thing we're going to talk about here with the Garmin 696 is how to go direct to an airport. Let's say you want to go direct to Ramona, for instance. We're going to demonstrate that right now. So with the Garmin GPS, actually with any of the GPSs, you have this D button with an arrow going through it. That means direct. Just go ahead and hit that button, and it says direct to, and you put in the waypoint. So you could actually put in you could put in an airport, you could put in a VOR, you could put in any kind of fix, and it'll go, if it's in the database, it'll go to that fix. Okay, so here we have it flashing. This is where we're going to put in the name of the waypoint. We put that in here through the cursor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in Ramona. Obviously, I clicked it once, and it's going to go. The first thing it's going to put in is K, because it's assuming we're going to go to an airport. If we didn't want K, what we're going to do is we're going to keep scrolling through here. We're going to put in K. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next letter, and the way we do that is we get this knob and we push it over. We don't click it, but we push it over here to the right, and that'll put us to the next letter. So we're going to scroll through till we get Ramona. Scroll through the alphabet. So there's R, and I clicked it again to the right. Let's see here. Okay, there's Ramona. Okay, so we've put in Ramona Airport here. We verified that's the airport that we want to go to. It shows the distance and bearing to the airport. And what we want to do is we want to activate it now. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit enter. Enter again, hit it twice, and it's activated. So there we go, we got our magenta line. The magenta line means that it's activated there, and it's pretty much going straight from here, direct to Ramona. And there's a lot of things that's going to tell us the information about how to navigate there. The autopilot video, we talked about the information that's going to give us. Also up here, it's going to tell us our distance to the waypoint. So that's how we go to Ramona. The way to get out of that is we go to our flight plan page here. So that's our flight plan we have to Ramona. Let's say what we wanted to do here is we wanted to get rid of this. The way that we do that is we highlight Ramona like that, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit clear, and it says remove Ramona from flight plan, and we want to. So it's going to flash yes, and we'll hit enter. One feature that's pretty important, and it could actually get you out of a situation. Let's say you have engine trouble or something like that, and you need to go to an airport and you need to land right now. You have this button here, you have the nearest button down here. Let's go ahead and hit that. Here it tells you all the airports that are nearest to you. First, obviously, Gillespie pops up first here. Then you got Montgomery, which is nearest. You have Miramar, San Diego, Ramona. You have all the stuff that's nearest to you. If you wanted to go to that airport, you click on the cursor here, and it highlights that airport. You can scroll down to whatever airport you want, and you hit enter, and it'll go to that airport. One thing that it could also do here, if you look down here on this screen, you have different pages. Right now, it's going to the direct to the nearest airport. That's what it's going to come on when you hit nearest. But you have weather here. Obviously, we don't have, like I said before, we don't have the subscription. But if you did, it would tell us the weather information right there. Nearest VOR, we have nearest VOR there. Tells us our mileage and the frequency from that VOR. And it also tells us that the radial that we're currently on from that VOR. Very useful. Nearest NDB, nearest intersection, your nearest user waypoint in there. And if you wanted to get back out of it, go to back to the main menu, hold down the clear button, and that'll get you back to the main map page. Okay, another thing about the Garmin that we do here at Sport Flyers is we log our GPS time. Now a lot of people get into this and they say, how do you get the GPS time out of here? I mean, it's actually pretty simple to do. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the menu button and we're going to hit it twice, and this brings us to the main menu. What we have here is we have our flight log, our flight track, user waypoints, E6B, aircraft profile. You can put in everything about the aircraft, the speeds, weight and balance, database information, system setup, a lot of great information in this Garmin. And like I said before, I encourage you to go get the manual or get the DVD that we have here at Sport Flyers and read into it and spend some time reading into it. I just don't have time to cover every single thing that we have. Anyway, we're here at the flight log here. I'm going to push enter. And here we are. This tells us our GPS time for actually flights dating back to the beginning of this airplane. The last flight that we did here, you can see that we have the date here, the 6th of June, Gillespie, and it's a local flight. It's able to tell where you went. If we look at the GPS time, it says that we have 0.3 of GPS time. So that's the time that we actually had in the air. And obviously that's how we want to log that down. You could scroll through all the other flights here. and it'll actually tell you what airports you went to, which is actually pretty neat. But here, we just did a local flight. It must have been in the traffic pattern or something, but that's how you do that. You log the GPS time. Another thing what you want to do is when you're shutting down, you want to get the GPS time before you shut down the engine. The reason being is when you shut this down, and I'll actually show you right here, it'll say we got the GPS time. When we turn the avionics off, we turn everything off, it says the external power is off, turning off in 26 seconds. If we push any key, what it's going to do is it's going to actually revert to using the battery. And what's going to happen is this is actually going to stay on until the battery is drained, which we don't want. So we don't, when this is shutting down, we don't want to push any other keys. So that's why I suggest you pull up the GPS time when the engine is running, when you pull in. So remember, it's menu, and then it goes you to the flight log page, and it brings you to this page, and you just log that in the book, and you're good to go. Hopefully you found this information helpful. There's a lot of stuff to the Garmin 696. Like I said before, I recommend reading into it, into the manuals, watching the DVD, and also just coming in the plane, turning on the switches, and fiddling around with it, and learning about it on the ground. Hopefully you find this helpful, and fly safely.